Hello, Wembley! Sorry, that was last night. Hello, Doncaster! Hi, my name's J.O. Doesn't get any better. I got asked why I was going to come up here and do a bit of comedy. I asked my family and the wife said, well, I think you're a complete joke. And the kids said, Dad, you're a joke. So it's easy, I came up here to do a few routines. When I was thinking about what I could do, what type of routine I was going to do, I decided I couldn't do Irish jokes, couldn't do Scottish jokes, Welsh jokes, I couldn't do blonde jokes. So I thought, I'll do the hierarchy at work, I'll take the mick out of the bosses. And I thought, actually I like my job, so I better not. So I thought there's only one person I can take the joke out of, because I've only got one of them. So here goes. First time I met my wife, we got married and we got a small three-room flat. The first room, the kitchen, size of a matchbox. The second room, the living room, doubled as the dining room, that's the size of a shoebox. The bedroom, and that was very little also. But you know when you first get married and you first move in the house, you want to christen every house, every room. Yeah, you want to do it in all the rooms, say you've done it. You know what I mean? I came home from work one day and I ran up the stairs. Hi honey, I'm home. Got no answer. I looked in the sitting room, she wasn't there. I looked in the kitchen, she wasn't there. Went into the bedroom, there she was, sat in front of the mirror, stark, bollock, naked. With just a side of her hair coming down this side, just covering over the breast. She had a crucifix just on the cleavage. I thought, hey, I'm in tonight. We're going to christen this room again. And I noticed she had her eyes closed, sat in front of the mirror in the dark. I said to her, why are you sat in front of the mirror in the dark? So I trying to see what I look like when I'm asleep. So as life goes on, you buy a bigger house and you get more rooms and you try and christen all them rooms. So I said to my wife, listen, I'm going to take you out and go and buy you a car. What car do you want? She said, well, we'll have a look. So I bought a car, we took it home and she enjoyed it. I said, why did you pick that car? Why did you pick a black car? She said, it makes me look thinner when I drive it. Thank you, I knew somebody would laugh. So I said, but you have to do everything to it. You have to look after it, you have to MOT it, and you have to clean it and service it. She said, I can do that. So she went to Halfords one day, and said to the guy in Halfords, I need this part for my car, I need a 710. He said, what's a 710? I said, it's a 710, it's dirty, I need to replace it. So she said, look, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll go take a photograph. So she took a photograph of this 710 part. She took it back to the guy at Halfords. He gave her the camera, he turned it upside down and said, you need an oil cap. So then we got a bigger house and we went on a holiday. We went on a long haul holiday. The first time we've been on a long haul holiday. So I put the luggage in the overhead compartment and she said, you can have a window next to, you can have a seat next to the window. So I said, oh thanks love, that's really kind. So I sat down and I turned around, she wasn't there. So I thought she'd gone to look, so I waited a bit longer and she didn't come back. So I'm getting panicky now. I started looking down the aisle and there she was in first class, bitch. Sitting down in first class, I thought, I can't afford to pay for first class. So I told the stewardess, and the stewardess went up to her and said, excuse me madam, you haven't paid first class, you can't sit there. She said, my first long haul flight, I'm sitting here. So the stewardess came back, she told me, I said, look, I can't afford to pay an upgrade. So she has to come sit back down here. I said, well, I'll have a word with the captain. The captain went up to her and he said, you can't sit here. And I seen him from a distance. The wife was going like this at him. Anyway, she stands up, she comes and sits right back down next beside me. So I said to the captain, what did you say to my wife? He said, I can speak wife. I've had many of them, he said. I'm a captain of an aeroplane, I've had many wives, but I can speak wife. I can speak wife fluently. He said, all I told her was first class doesn't go to Miami. So as we progressed on in our career, in our life, we sat on the end of the bed one night and I said to her, I've been on the internet, and on the internet, it says there's more women in the world than men. And Jesus isn't going to let any women into heaven until they pass a test. So is it? She says, it's 3 easy questions. So she said, well, what's the question? She said, well, the first one's quite easy. First question is, how many days begin with T? She said, oh, it's dead easy, she said. Today and tomorrow. I said, well, I think you've got that one right. You might get in. So I said, what's the second question? I said, this one's a little bit harder. It'll take some working out. She said, what is it then? I said, well, how many seconds are there in a year? She thought about it. She came back and said, dead easy, 12. I said, 12? How do you get 12 seconds in a year? 2nd of January, 2nd of February, 2nd of March, 2nd of April. So I said to her, right, you're not going to get the last question, love. This is what you need. It's either make you go to heaven or it'll stop you going to heaven. I said, what was the name of the vagabond in Waltzing Matilda? That's easy, she said. I don't even have to think about it. His name was Andy. I said, Andy, how the hell do you get Andy? He said, Andy walked and he talked and he sat by the billabong. Before I go tonight, I'd just like to leave you with one thought. If you remember anything tonight, just remember this. When I go shopping with my wife, I hold her hand. One, she thinks I love her, which is correct. But 2, it stops her from using the credit card. My name's been J.O. Thank you very much!